Hello, welcome. Yes, this is Mario Kart, that's for sure. Yeah, this is Splatoon. This is one of my favorite games. I love it. Perhaps even more than Mario Kart. We're using the noob stick. I mean ink brush. And we're playing some Clam Blitz, which if you've ever seen this game, you probably know it's the worst game mode. I'm using a set that spams grenades, so pro gameplay. And we just got destroyed by a heavy splatling. Not very many people know the ways of Splatoon, so yeah, it's kind of a beginning episode. In this game mode, you're getting clams into this basket, the other team's basket. It's pretty bad because it's just not good. Yeah, I know, pretty descriptive there. And it's famous for being really a good game sometimes, but only sometimes, because it's very team-based. So if your team sucks, then you're kind of just you're kind of screwed. So these footballs here are the objective of the game, and we're just gonna want to watch out for the range players and spam our bombs. That gives us some range, and it's gonna be a bit hard to push here because we can't swim, but luckily I have this, so I can kind of ride along. But looks like we gotta go play defense here, and they broke our barrier. Alright, okay, I'm not doing too well this round. This weapon, it's not very good. I just use it because it's fast. It allows you to be really mobile and play in some unique ways. And I've only played a few rounds with it, so I'm kind of a noob with it. And yeah, so we're just gonna I don't know how well this is gonna do. It's Splatoon. My other videos are kind of garbage, so I mean what? Okay, so we're gonna see if we can actually get some kills here. There I used my sub weapons to push him along, and he couldn't retreat. I eventually caught up with him because that's how this weapon works. And I hoped he would have retreated there, but he didn't. He just kind of stayed there. He stood his ground, which was good on him. They got a pretty good team here. Oh gosh, this is the S+ mode, which is one of the highest ranked modes. Not to brag, but I'm pretty good at the game. Well, that's debatable, but I think I'm pretty good. And we're just gonna try and not die here. We kind of have a disadvantage here because he's a longer range weapon. We have our special, which you may think the special is good, but it's honestly probably one of the worst in the game. Because it just doesn't work well. It just, that's it. It doesn't work well. Shoot. Okay. And when you use it, your clam gets away, so, you know, kind of annoying. We kind of acted as a distraction there. Their teammates all went to try and keep me from scoring there. The other team can see your position while you're holding any of the objectives. And we're just gonna chill. We get a kill on that guy. It's pretty good. As you can see, I predicted where he would go there, and caught up to him in time. It's a fun game. It's very strategy based. You need to have good coordination with your teammates, be good with aiming, and it's motion control aim, which is not the usual, but it works very well indeed. And we're gonna this weapon. It's very interesting. You can slide along the ground with it, allowing you to move very quickly in the enemy ink. You move slower in enemy ink, which is quite annoying, but it's kind of important to the game. We're gonna flee from that guy. And do that. Throw a bomb there. Looks like we killed him, but yeah, they don't have any super clams. We're gonna have to do something really quickly if we want to win here. We're behind, and sometimes your teammates don't realize you're behind, and they just kind of chill and play defense. Unfortunately, they broke our barrier, which I think means they're gonna win. I was probably not the best of teammates in that game, but you know, it's a struggle to find a team that you mesh well with, and that's kind of like the lowest thing about this game is that you often get bad teams. But looks like I was the one who carried my team, so that's kind of it's kind of annoying, but you know, that's just the way it works. And yeah, it's kind of a struggle. This is live audio, by the way. Normally I don't do that. I usually use post, because I goofed when recording the last few ones and set the volume for yeah, it's too low. Anywho, Doe. Yeah, I think I've played with him before. You can occasionally see some people often playing in the same. You can see people more than once in different occasions. This is, in my opinion, one of my worst maps. One of the worst maps. Sorry, not one of my worst maps. It just kind of makes certain strategies not work that I use, mainly camping. And I mean, it's not that bad. It's an interesting idea. It's just I'm not good at it. And we got the kill on that guy. That bomb there was a torpedo. It is kind of not a good weapon, because you use it and then it just moves so slowly, and they can shoot it down, that it just is not very useful. It's more used as a distraction, and not the greatest one at that. And that was a bad situation to put myself in, but yeah, that was kind of stupid, but I thought maybe I could push through. I was not able. They seem to have a clam, super clam. We're gonna have to use our supreme maneuver ability to make sure he doesn't move forward. And try and get that guy from behind. Oh, he has armor. That's not good. He had ink armor there, which protects you from a few hits, and you know, it's kind of a broken special, but whatever. Looks like they're breaking through here. I got a double kill. That's kind of cool. But these bubbles, if you pop them, they make an explosion, and it's instant kill. So they're pretty valuable to have around at least one person. Any more than that is kind of obsolete. And not exactly sure. Looks like we got some people who might not be handling the objective right now. Certain types of weapons, but what were you gonna do? They collect the clams. Oh gosh. So yeah, that's the kind of situation where I like having the brush, like, I don't know what to call it, the brush mode, where you're sliding along the ground. It's very useful for getting out of bad situations. That's kind of what this weapon excels at, and getting out of unfavorable situations and getting into the action. We gotta. Oh gosh, I didn't see that curling ball. We broke their barrier. That means that they cannot score on us right now. However, we haven't scored any, so when it's tied, it sets back the second player who scores 1 point, and that was just bad timing right there. Kind of unfortunate. I'm just trying to minimize the damage. I need to improve my button mashing here. It's a bit sloppy. Anyway, looks like we are alright. Got him. Okay. So this weapon, it's kind of like, there's another one which has more range, more damage. It's basically better in every way except for speed. And there's really no reason to not use it unless you like the way the other this one plays, which I do. So Oh gosh, he got ink armor. That was kind of a bad situation, and you want to score as much as possible when you break their barrier, obviously, but you get a penalty every time you break their barrier, and so you're gonna want to make that not very high, obviously. And the way to do that is to just stop. Oh, sorry, I gotta focus here. All right. Alright, so what was I? Oh yeah, you gotta score big instead of score often, you know. And looks like, okay, we took the lead here, so we can start playing in defense mode. Every time you throw a clam in, it extends the timer, so so the strategy I'm using here is kind of just spamming bombs, to be honest. You kind of run around spamming bombs and kind of being an overall nuisance. Okay. Gotta let them score as little as possible here. That curling bomb did major damage. Looks like we're losing the lead here, and that was very unfortunate. You know, that curling bomb rush, that's what he used to get in. It's very devastating, covers a lot of area, and you can run behind the curling bombs for a quick score. Well played on them. "17 kills. That's a very good game. Both teams played very well, and you know, that was just a very enjoyable game, very fun. At the bottom there, that's my gear. I'm running 3 mains of sub power up. The mains are worth more than the subs, the small ones. I have 3 mains of sub power up, about 3 subs of swim speed, little run speed, and some miscellaneous stuff that I got from bad rolls. You get gear randomly. Certain brands have a higher chance of getting certain equipment stat boosts. The sub saver. Did I say sub power? I meant sub saver. The sub saver. It really helps you to spam your specials or subs, and that allows you to lock down a lot of area. So you have to play a little differently when you have a lot of sub saver, and kind of use your bombs to your advantage, and make sure you're not neglecting them, which a lot of times you do because they are expensive. Throw one, dude. All right, that was some good coordination. We already scored. That's pretty good. That guy died. If you get assists in this game, which you can often do, it counts as a full kill at the end, so sometimes your kill counts are a bit skewed. There are certain weapons which often get a lot of assists instead of full kills. That guy got hit by a point sensor, which revealed his location. It's highly devastating because it often foils any espionage, that's the wrong word, any sneaking around you may be doing with 9 clams ready to get that power clam and doing major damage. That guy is very suspicious. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's using the same weapon as I. He's fleeing now. Alright. And, okay. So he's still over here. My teammates seem to have failed to kill him. And we're just gonna spam bombs. That helps the range problem that my weapon does have. Looks like he's coming around there. Okay, gotta get the Clash Blaster. There we go. Oof. Okay, gotta run. Alright. Alright, we chilling. Gotta throw it. This takes a lot of what's the word? You gotta think on your feet on what to do. Often, you have to run away, or you just get into a lot of bad situations, and this weapon helps you to get away easy, and I'd be dying a lot more if I weren't using this weapon. Or a backliner weapon. This is a frontline weapon, and it's unique for frontline weapons because it accidentally opened my map there. Because you can run away very easily with it, and push with bombs in this specific set. You cannot choose your set in this game. You know, I don't know how familiar you are with this game. Maybe you know some things, maybe you don't know anything. But it's it's kind of an interesting weapon. We're approaching that guy. He was a Gatling gun. That put him in a very bad situation because he had to charge up his gun before using it. That person got a super clam. That's not very good. We're gonna throw a bomb there. And there we go. We're doing a very good job playing defense here. This is like some of the best defense I think my team has ever played. We're doing very well. Dude, alright. Wow, we scored big time there. It was worth me dying right there. Bad Harambe. That's quite an annoying username right there. And, yeah, we got the Gloogadoolies. That's kind of interesting. Our team is using kind of weird weapons. Kind of suspicious. A lot of these weapons are famous for noobs using them. So, kind of suspicious there. But, I mean, we're doing well, so. It's kind of weird. We're 4 away from winning. Often you don't win in this mode. Often it's just a overtime victory, or a not overtime victory, but just having the most points by the end. And oof, you know, this weapon, it's highly lacking in DPS, so you often have to be the first one to attack and be very close to get a trade. Their ink brush seems like he's not exactly sure what he's doing. Okay, I'm not sure how he killed me first. Oh, you know what? He had a lot of main power up. I think that might increase damage. I'm not exactly sure, but either way, it's quite a nice victory. Well, it's what, the second match we played? Let's do one more. Got 7 kills, not the best, and I ranked up to S+1. We are going to change our weapon, however. It's going to be interesting. We're going to play a little differently. We're still going to play, I think, auto bombs, which are like regular bombs. They're slightly less, they use slightly less ink than other bombs. And what weapon should we use? I'm not exactly sure. Most of these weapons are kind of bad. I mean, I'm probably gonna do bad with this, but we'll try it. So these maps, they're not my favorite. Piranha Pit is definitely not my favorite, but they're solid maps, and I mean, none of the maps are really that bad, in my opinion. We got 3 people. Johnny. No. Johnny? No. Okay. We got a Wonder Woman and Cup of Joe and Cammy. 75. So the star next to the people's levels, that means they prestige. So they're actually level 135. Wonder Woman. That's quite interesting that someone would play to that level. I often take long amounts of time off this game because I very commonly get extremely frustrated, which I really shouldn't. There's really no reason. It's just a game. Why you have to be mad? So the interesting with this weapon is you can do little movements forward 4 times Usually with this type of weapon, it's 2. So it's kind of an interesting weapon. You really got to be evasive, and Cup of Joe got me with a splatter scope. I was surprised. He had very, very good aim there. I mean, can't really say anything. He just had good aim. This bomb, it's probably not the best bomb in the game. Oh gosh, that's a baller. It's very deadly. Comes up to you, explodes. It's one of the specials. You know, I probably should have chosen a weapon with a different special, but you know, whatever. All right, we're gonna try and. Oh gosh, I have no idea what I'm doing with this thing. I couldn't escape. They are kind of really good on the other team. That guy has interesting gear choices. I'm not a huge fan of quick super jump or especially quick respawn. Quick super jump, basically you have to die to use it. I mean, you can super jump while you're still alive, but most of the time you're gonna do it after you respawn. Right, I gotta focus a bit here. Chuck some bombs. Maybe I'll get a random kill here or there. I don't have any clams, so pushing forward is not super useful. And this one thing I'm noticing with this weapon is it's very low DPS, like kind of insanely low DPS. Not the best weapon. I'm gonna try and get this super clam back here. After a while, they just deteriorate, they go away. So we have a penalty of 43. It's because you know what, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe you do want to score more often. Not sure. I think the penalty might actually end up being lower if you score more often. And we don't want to let that guy get away there. And we're foolish. He's gonna score as soon as the thing goes down. Oh wow, we can kill him here. He's coming around here, and he's got the baller. And that's the game. Looks like we won. Just knockout victory right there. I definitely didn't help, and that was a pretty good game. I think that's gonna be all for this episode, and you know, it was a good pilot episode for the Splatoon. Just playing a little chill Splatoon. Good times.